doesn't really matter what you do. Who you are is what vision is. It's the investment in who you are. And the better you are, the better you will be for other people. Here are the things that you need to do, in my opinion. Number one, admit what you really want. And don't worry about whether it's likely. Who cares? You know nothing. I didn't know that I could have a second car. I didn't know. Admit it to the fullest extent. Don't worry about it being a next logical step. Just get it out. And then get it out in some way, whether it's through pictures or images or conversations or whatever. Just get it out. Start talking about it. Because the more I talked about it, I want a nationally televised talk show. There needs to be an Indian. There are no Indians. Where are the Indians? They're the second most populated country in the world, and there are no Indians in the Olympics, and there's no Indian talk show hosts. So I'm like working on both, right? So I expect you to tune in when it happens. But the more I say it, and the more most of you don't go, really? I feel like it might actually happen. So you have to admit it. And I think you need to create a theme. So I say my word for the year is harvest, which means everything that I've ever done leads to this moment. And that's so true. There are people that I met 7 years ago, and they're here because of the harvest, because this is my year for harvest. Last year it was ignite. So that's another thing. Pick a word and let it be your transformational word for the year, and just remind yourself of it. I dress it up. Like I put harvest all over the place and talk about it. I think you need to look at it over and over again. Your vision is not for something that you just put in the back with your winter stuff. It's your life. Look at it. Get used to it. Identify with it. Because this is me from the top to the bottom. When I first wake up in the morning until I'm done as a soccer mom, as a speaker, as a friend, in the shower, I am this right now because it has become part of who I am, and there's no way to separate it anymore. It's really not a job. It's just a way of living. And this is the other thing. Change it. I'm terrible on the radio, by the way. You need to see my face, apparently, to know that I'm kidding. I'm like, that was a joke. Quit calling in. So that's okay. I can change that, and I can evolve it into other things. The social media is completely different now than it was before. I have goals related to YouTube, and I have goals about places that I never knew existed in New Zealand. I mean, who cares? Just keep changing and evolving and getting to know this identity that is your vision. And you'll never get to the bottom of it. I mean, I have friends that are 90 years old, and they just figured it out. Don't say it's too late. Don't worry about how a corporate environment defines you or how society defines you. It's never too late. As long as there's breath in your lungs, it's not too late to do it. And then the last thing is celebrate it with your girlfriends. Every time something good happens to me, I call a friend and go, "You're not going to believe what happened! This is so cool!" And then I have all this proof of these things that have already happened. And if you do those things, I guarantee you, if we revisited this in a year, there would be stories upon stories of things that happened because your eyes were opened and the opportunities were there and you just got a chance to see it. And it is not restricted to anything. Every part of your life, there is vision. Whether it's your health, or your wealth, or your position, whatever jobs you have, or maybe you're lonely and you want a really good friend, that can be vision. You just have to admit that you want it and go out there and see it. You don't even have to ask for it. Just see it, because it's already all there and existing for you.